So, the moment you bring a country to the point of almost total demoralization, when nothing works anymore, when you are not sure whether it is right or wrong, good and bad, but there is no division between evil and good, when even the leaders of church sometimes say, well, violence for the sake of justice.
اضرب في المليان
من قتلهم وقتلوا.
فإننا يجب أن نطهر مدينتنا ومصرنا من هذه الأوباش.
We listen to them and say, yeah, probably it's true. Is it true? No, it is not true. Violence is not justified. The next step is destabilization. Again, this word says for itself what it is. To destabilize all the relations, all the accepted institutions and organizations in a country of your enemy. How you do it? You don't have to send up a battalion of KGB agents to blow up bridges. No. You let them do it themselves. It's radicalization. On the stage of destabilization, we cannot come to compromise even within a family. Radicalization of human relations. No more compromise. Fight, fight, fight.
رغم ان الرب واحد لينا رب وليكوا رب احنا شعب وانتوا شعب.
10, 15, 20 years ago, we would be angry. Say, why so much hatred? Today we are not. We say, well, commonplace. Radicalization, militarization sometimes. As I explained on that stage, I took a step a little bit further. Shooting people. Law and order now also is pushed into the area where previously people settled their differences peacefully and legitimately. Cannot solve our problems anymore. The society at large becomes more and more antagonistic between individuals, between groups of individuals and the society at large. The media puts himself in the opposition to the society in general, at large. Separate, alienated.
بعض الدول استطاعت تطوير تكنولوجيا دلوقتي انها بدل ما تبعت على بلد صاروخ، لا ممكن توجه عن طريق استخدام الطبيعة انها تبعت عليك نيزك او تبعت عليك شهاب من الشهب والنيازك اللي موجودة في الكواكب.
On that stage, you remember I was talking a couple of hours ago about the sleepers. Sleepers go up. They slept for 15 to 20 years. Many of whom are simply KGB agents become leaders of the process of destabilization.
طنطاوي يعلن عن نيته في أن يخلفه الفريق عبد الفتاح السيسي، وقلت إن الفريق عبد الفتاح السيسي إخوان وينتمي إلى جماعة الإخوان، ودي كانت عملية مدروسة وما قلتهاش لمجرد خبر أو معلومة، إنما كان الهدف منها إن الإخوان يطلعوا الطاقة ويوافقوا بالمشير عبد الفتاح السيسي وزير الدفاع.
The stabilization process usually leads directly to the process of crisis. In case of developing nations, that's the area where I was active. The process starts when the legitimate bodies of power, the social structure collapse. It cannot function anymore.
الضباط اللي معاه لابس ميري تلبس ميري. يسقط حكم المرشد. يسقط حكم المرشد. الله أكبر وتحيا مصر. الله أكبر وتحيا مصر. الله أكبر وتحيا مصر.
Instead, we have artificial body injected into society, such as non-elected committees.
شعب مصر العظيم، إن القوات المسلحة لم يكن في مقدورها أن تصم آذانها أو تغض بصرها عن حركة ونداء جماهير الشعب المصري التي استدعت دورها الوطني.
We have all this artificial body claiming power. If the power is denied to them, they take it by force. They were taking power of judgment. They had the power of execution, they had the power of legislation, and that they had the power of judicial. All of them combined in one person who is half-baked intellectual. Crisis is when society cannot function anymore productively. It collapses, obviously, that's the word for crisis. So therefore, the population at large is looking for a savior. The religious groups are expecting a Messiah to come.
فابتعث الله أيضا رجلين كما ابتعث وأرسل من قبل رجلين موسى وهارون. خرج السيسي ومحمد إبراهيم.
The workers say, we have family to feed. Let's have a strong government, strong man, strong government. A leader, a savior is needed.
الفريق اول عبد الفتاح السيسي.
دكر
ده احنا محتاجين دكر، وجالنا الدكر والحمد لله.
هو الدكر بالنسبه لنا دلوقتي السيسي.
في دكر للسيسي؟
شايف ان هو دكر؟
دكر مصر ومفيش دكر تاني الا في مصر، هو ده السيسي بس.
And here we are, we have a savior.
لذلك أنا وبكل تواضع أتقدم لكم معلنا اعتزامي الترشح لرئاسة جمهورية مصر العربية.
A savior comes and says, I will lead you. So we have two alternatives here. Civil war and invasion. Okay? See how it goes? Civil war, we know what it is. Lebanon is the best example.
ثورتنا سلمية وستظل سلمية، سلميتنا أقوى من الرفاه.
Invasion we have in many other countries like Afghanistan. Name any East European country, it was invaded by the Soviet army. But the result is the same. The next stage is normalization. Normalization is a very ironic word, of course. At that stage, the self-appointed rulers of the society don't need any revolution anymore. They don't need any radicalism anymore. So this is the reverse from destabilization. Basically, it is stabilizing the country by force. So all the sleepers and activists and social workers and liberals and homosexuals and professors and Marxists and Leninists are being eliminated physically sometimes. They've done their job already. Okay? They are not needed anymore.
انه بعد ما هيخلصوا على النظام اللي موجود ولا الحكم اللي موجود ولا الاسلاميين ولا غيره، هيستفردوا بشباب الثورة واحد اعتقال وتعذيب وسجن وقتل وهتشوفوا.
The new rulers need stability to exploit the nation, to exploit the country, to take advantages of the victory. Okay? So no more revolutionaries, please. And that's exactly what happens in a number of countries. You remember Bangladesh? This is the crisis in which I was instrumental. First they had Mujibur Rahman. In 1971 he was the leader of People's Party, Awami League, with mustache like Stalin. He was in Russia many times. In 5 years he was shot by his former colleagues, Marxists. He fulfilled his function. In Afghanistan it happened 3 times. First there was Taraki, then there was Amin, now there's Babrak Karmal. They killed each other successively, one after another. The moment he fulfills his duty, the first one demoralized country, the second destabilized, the third one brought it to crisis. Goodbye, comrades. From now on, no more strikes, no more homosexuals, no more women lib, no more kid lib, no more lib, period. So good, solid, democratic, proletarian freedom. That's it. Now, to reverse this process takes enormous effort. Oh no, intellectuals will not let you. It's interference into domestic affairs. To reverse this process from here, it takes only and always military force. No other force on earth can reverse this process at this point. At this point, it does not take military invasion. The most difficult and at the same time the simplest answer to the subversion is to start it here and even before. By bringing back the society to religion. Something that you cannot touch and eat and put on yourself, but something that rules society and makes it move and preserve it. A Soviet scientist, Shafarevich, who has nothing to do with religion, he is a computer scientist, did a very intensive research on the history of socialist countries. He calls socialist or communist any country with a centralized economy and a pyramidal style of power structure. And he discovered, actually he didn't discover it, he just brought to attention of his readers, that civilizations like Mohenjo-Daro in the river Indus area, like Egypt, like Maya, Incas, like Babylonian culture, collapsed and disappeared from the surface of Earth. The moment they lost religion, as simple as that, they disintegrated. Nobody remembers about them anymore. Well, distantly. So, the ideas are moving society and keeping mankind as society of human beings, intelligent, moral agents of God. The facts, the truth, the exact knowledge may not. All the sophisticated technology and computers will not prevent society from disintegrating and eventually dying out. Have you ever met a person who would sacrifice his life, freedom, for the truth like that? This is truth. I never met a person who said, this is truth and I'm ready to shoot me. To defend the truth. Right? But millions sacrifice their life, freedom, comfort, everything for things like God, like Jesus Christ. It's an honor. Some martyrs in the Soviet concentration camp died. And they died in peace, unlike those who shouted, "Long live Stalin," knowing perfectly well that he may not live long. Something which is not material moves society and helps it to survive. And the other way around. The moment we turn into 2 by 2 is 4 and make it a guiding principle of our life, our existence, we die. Even though this is true, and this we cannot prove, we only can feel and have faith in. So the answer to ideological subversion, strangely enough, is very simple. You don't have to shoot people, you don't have to aim missiles and Pershings and cruise missiles at Andropov's headquarters. You simply have to have faith and prevent subversion. In other words, not to be a victim of subversion. Don't try to be a person who in judo is trying to smash your enemy and being caught by your hand. Don't strike like that. Strike with the power of your spirit and moral superiority. If you don't have that power, it's high time to develop it. And that's the only answer. That's it. Thank you.